Well, just for a change, I came down to look at the water, and I'm seeing, I haven't been down here for a long time. There is a huge project going on, which I think you can see over there, and they're reclaiming, seems they're reclaiming so that they can have a huge flat deck there for removing, I think, the port. See, all of this is now quite rough. They have been doing a lot of work. You can see there those nice columns, and that area, the area next to it to the right of the columns is seated areas and plantings. Some nice trees have been planted there, and behind you can see the port itself. Well, the port itself has been having quite a facelift. A fancy entrance there, there's a fancy entrance there, and then another that you can see has been put up, and then going along you can see where that orange looking building is, and that looks like the ferry there, but I'm not quite sure. That's usually where we go out to all of the other islands. The boats park on the other side of that jetty looking thing, and here you can see people. There's a lady there, look, or a man carrying a child. They will have just come from one of the other islands. That's what all of these boats are for. They carry people to and from the islands. You can see one right in the distance there, right on the horizon. And here we've got fish laid out to dry. Look at that. And that's the big construction that they've taken. They took that right out of the land, and they've just got this entrance in. Whether that's going to stop there, I'm not quite sure. Or maybe they're going to fill this whole thing in, and that would reclaim a huge amount of land. See, at one time they used to have a sign, a big poster, that said this area was going to have quite a few different estimates, but quite a few hectares of reclaimed land to build an enormous facility, whether it was for public use, like in stores and things. This here is the fish market. Well, as you can see. See, but all of this is rough made. We've got a path out there to the boats, but Filipinos hard feet. I'd never be able to walk on that, being a wimpy foreigner. See the man pouring out. Someone else bringing a sack of produce. All of these guys make a living with their boat, and all seem to get along very well. See, I've just seen that they've put all of this out here too. Hadn't seen that before. So they're going to extend that. Now I see. That's why they have that second, what I call the second entrance to the port. So maybe all of that is going to be reclaimed land too, extending all of this. Wow, Talibon is going through some real growing pains. So that's the big store, Alturas, up there on the first floor, and then on the ground floor you have all of the smaller venues, vendors. See, this was what I said that they have redone. They refurbished all of this. For a while they helped out the situation for a lot of the vendors by allowing them to have their setup, their little porches on this part here that we're seeing. There's more fish. Most foreigners call these stinky fish when they're dried. Oh wow, look at this. This is pushing out. They're going to continue pushing out, filling in here. This is a real glimpse of small island life. Bohol is not a big island. I never think of it as a big island. When you drive around in Bohol, you're never that far from the water. So there are many islands that you can see right out there. I think that's what we used to call Grandma's Island on my wacky finger. And there's another island there, another one there. These are islands which are only probably within an hour for the longest ride. So you've got all of the elements of life on a small island. You've got all of the boats. These are all small boats. These are all have a small diesel engine. There are some very small ones which are these here. Look, they may not have an engine, and they'll go out far just using the oars. These others, they ply their trade. See, that man is stocked up there with looks like soft drinks and water. There's somebody there taking stuff from here, take it back out to the islands. And then what's the next thing? Motorcycle. Very important. Thousands of motorcycles are bought or used here on the island. You'll see over there, you can see so many motorcycles being parked. Over here, look, same. And then the next thing is tricycles, tricycle taxis. There it is. That's the most common form of public transport. So very convenient, very cheap. It's a blisteringly hot day today. Here, look at all of these motorcycles. When you park in there, you may not be able to get out. That's okay. Nobody will mind if you move the motorcycle behind you. Hello, Merry Christmas. So that's the fish market, and that's the market there with all kinds of other stuff that you can buy. I bought some rice-based delicacies for Beth. And you can see how much it's changed. Looks right in there is a gas station. That's from the old days, I think. An old established gas station. So many now which are so much more convenient. And there's one there, look, with the Shell. There's a little TGP, the generics pharmacy. You can go there, you can stick your hand through a little opening in the safety glass, and they'll take a pinprick blood sample, and while you wait they'll tell you how your blood sugar is. Ooh. Fancy D-Max. Yes. Okay, so that's another thing that you will see a huge number of is bake shops. There's bake shops everywhere you go. Burger Junction. And another one, look, Linrose Bake Shop. and no doubt you'll find bake shops on that ground floor. These are all tricycle taxis. There are probably thousands of those in this little tiny island town. All different kinds of rice. Bicycle shop. Merry Christmas. There's the next stage up from tricycles is the jeepney. Hello. Okay. Never mind. Oh, there's another Angel's Burgers. And I think another bake shop, but it doesn't seem to be open today. Small candle area where you can go and have food. These are used, I think. So this is the parking lot that is set aside for Alturas, and if you can easily get your motorcycle in there, which is where I always park when I come on my bike. But down there, less common are the parking for a truck. Okay, well